not yet have my license. And if I'm riding in a car with anybody from now till I die, if you try to play Timbaland in the car, I'm gonna kick you out. I don't care if we're on the freeway, if we're on the highway. I don't care how busy the traffic is. Get out of my car.
Get out of my car now!
I don't know where I am.
Get out of my car now! God damn you to hell!
Because I woke up this morning to Timbaland saying this about Britney Spears. Where was he? I don't know, and I don't care. Why was he there? I don't know, and I don't care.
Crying Me a River is making headlines again because of Britney's memoir. She's saying that
she's going crazy, right? I want to call some JT, man. You gotta put a muzzle on that girl.
You know who's the one who needs the muzzle, Timbaland? You! Because not only were you disrespectful as to Britney Spears, but you were a total and major creep to Aaliyah. Because here's what Timbaland had to say about Aaliyah in the documentary that he did with E! News in 2011.
First met Aaliyah. It's time for the world to hear this. I'm gonna give up a little secret. I was in love with her. I said, but I'm not, she's just a baby. I'm old. I said to myself, I'm just gonna be her brother. Oh man, I was fighting a big war. But I love Aaliyah.
But it doesn't just end there, because this is an article that was going viral back in 2021. Timbaland admitted he married his wife because she looked like Aaliyah. As if the news that he had a crush on an underage Aaliyah wasn't surprising enough, Timbaland also claimed that he first noticed his future wife at a music event in Jamaica because of her resemblance to the late singer. When I first met my wife, I knew I was going to marry her because she looked like Aaliyah. Can you imagine being in his wife's position when he said that? Why the fuck would you say that? So if anybody needs the muzzle, it's you! Secondly, you're just a bitter old man. And that's it at the end of the day. Because you're still bitter that Britney left you hanging in the studio in 2006 and chose to work with Danger instead. Now Timbaland has even more advice to give her about getting her career back on track. She needs a story. She has no comeback story. That's the problem. She has to have a team. She needs to come back with Justin doing records. Then we'd see headlines like, she went back to her ex and now she's making smashes. But instead she got so big-headed and was like, screw you, I don't need nobody. So is there any chance for Spears to rectify the situation and possibly work with Timberlake and Timbaland? Yes, says the super producer, if she apologizes. She should humble herself and make a phone call and say, I'm sorry. She knows what she's sorry about. She needs to say, I was wrong, and it'll definitely move forward. That's all she has to say. What does she have to apologize to you for? What, because your boy is sad? I don't give a shit if Justin Timberlake was sad. Because the person who deserved the apology was Britney from Justin, not Justin from Britney. Are you kidding me? Also, I love the fact he's acting so big-headed as if Britney's only dream was to work with Timbaland and she was desperate for it and she was clamoring for it. Because he's saying, oh, Britney, all you have to do is apologize to Justin and I guess I'll work with you. Really? Because I think it was the other way around. I think you were desperate to work with Britney. Period. Also, the headline of the article that I just read to you guys is so ironic. Listen to this. Timbaland wants an apology from Spears. It just seems like the entire music industry is allowed to treat Britney like absolute shit. But then they want an apology from her, even though she never says anything about them. And it seems that Timbaland has like a one-sided obsession with Britney because he shaded her all the way back in 2020. So Britney simply just uploaded this video of herself to Instagram dancing to Say It Right by Timbaland and Nelly Furtado. And instead of either saying something positive or simply just ignoring the video, he took to Twitter to shade her. Okay, Britney Spears, like Lil Duval said, Tiana Taylor, you got 24 hours to respond. And then he wrote a bunch of laughing faces. And And although I am not a fan of Sam Asghari in the slightest, this is how he responded to Timbaland. Since when is someone being themselves extremely talented a problem? Don't bother for a response from her. She actually has real fans and people that have been inspired from her work, unlike you that had to buy followers. I mean, 3 million followers and 11,000 likes? Doesn't even make sense. I even had to look you up. Are you noticing a pattern here? He's the one that wants to work with Britney. He's the one that wants the apology. He's the one that shades her on Twitter. He's the one that talks about her unprovoked in interviews. And what do you hear from Britney about Timbaland? Crickets, you don't hear anything. He wants to talk about the woman in me, even though if you read this entire book, she says not one thing about Timbaland. Britney lives in these people's minds rent-free. And if you go to the comments under Timbaland's recent Instagram post, it is filled with an incredible amount of deserved backlash. You really gonna disrespect Britney in this climate after your song flopped? Nah, you haven't been relevant since early 2000s. Your PR has got to be reeling. You got your 5 minutes of fame after decades of nothing. Have you even been relevant since 2006? I deleted all your music after hearing you say put Britney in a muzzle. Gross. All for a stupid flop comeback. And I hope Britney claps back at him on her Instagram. Anyways guys, f*** Timbaland, and thank you so much for watching this video. Mwah. I love you all.